In terms of policy priorities, we are flagging that there is a need to first consolidate public finances and strengthen public finance management. This will rely on continued revenue. This needs to rely on continued revenue mobilization, better management of fiscal risks, and more proactive debt management. In countries where debt levels are, elevated and debt is clearly unsustainable, restructuring is going to be unavoidable, and a well-functioning debt resolution framework will be vital to create the required fiscal space. A second priority is to contain inflation. The inflation rates are varied across the region, but remains elevated, much more so than we've seen it for many years now. And monetary policy needs to focus on keeping inflation firmly on a downward trajectory and make sure that it returns to central bank's target range. Third, I think, is a need to allow, in those countries where exchange rates are flexible, where the rate is flexible, the exchange rates to adjust while mitigating adverse effects on the economy. And then finally, climate change is, of course, increasingly something that is weighing on policymakers in the region, on our people, and tackling this, including with support from the international community, will be very, very important. The region is not a source of emissions, as you know, but rather it's on the receiving end of a lot of the climatic changes that are taking place, and pursuing policies to help with climate adaptation and mitigation in a few cases where that's a challenge will be important going forward.